Hello everyone, I'm Ishan Sharma, and this is the Ask Ishan show where you ask questions and I provide my best insights and answers to you guys. If you want to be a part of this series, you can get a free call. The link is in the description. Go sign up for a free Zoom call and I'll help you with whatever you're struggling with. This week, we're talking about how you can become a developer without having a computer science degree, without having a BTech degree. This is going to be so much helpful to you guys who think that you cannot become a developer without having a CS degree. I hope you will enjoy and let's get into this.
I wanted to know how to become a web developer.
Okay, and give me some context on what are you doing right now? Where are you? Like, are you in 12th grade?
I'm pursuing my graduation from University of Delhi.
In which year are you?
Hello. First,
Okay, so yeah. I'm also in first year itself. What branch are you in? Are you in computer science?
but I'm not from computer science background. No, that is why I tried to contact you.
What branch are you in?
I'm pursuing BA in economics and political science
Okay, and why do you want to become a developer?
because I have to make living somehow.
And you think developers get paid a lot?
I have to make living, and that is why I wanted to become that.
Okay, and do you have any prior experience with developer with developing something? Like, do you know how to code?
I have this laptop with me. That is why I thought that I should make living where I would be comfortable in developing skills. Whatever I can do at home, that
No, okay, I understand. So, do you have any experience before programming?
not at all.
Okay, so you don't know anything about computer science, you don't know any language, and you want to become a web developer.
Not anything at all. I have just started with HTML5 and CSS3.
Okay, so you started, and
Yeah, and
and
JavaScript in parallel.
how has that been so far? Like, are you enjoying it?
Yeah, kind of like if I sit in front of the computer, I easily uh, get don't get bored of it. But sometimes I think that that is not for me. Like somebody uh, mentioned that I have to do competitive programming in order to excel in that. And when I tried hands-on competitive programming, I could not do anything at all. So
Yeah,
it shattered my self-confidence.
that makes perfect sense. Look, you have to ask yourself, do you want a developer job or do you want to make websites? Because both of those are two different things. Yeah, so you want a job, right?
So I want that kind of, yeah,
You want a job. So you'll have to make sure that
yeah,
your look, there are three things, okay? If you want a job, you have to do three things. Number one is language.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
For getting a job, you need to choose between C++ or Java. Okay.
I have to learn C++.
C++ or Java.
I have to learn that.
Yeah, you have to learn C++ or you can learn Java as well. Then you have to, just learn the
All right.
syntax and the object-oriented programming approach, and then you can make some projects using that. Okay. And then you'll have to learn about data structures and algorithms.
Then what I have to learn?
Data structures and algorithms, basically like how is data stored and how can we efficiently use data and interact with data.
I have to learn data structure and algorithms too.
Yeah, first of all you have to learn the language, then you have to learn data structures, and then algorithms. These are the three things that you will have to learn if you want to get an
And
interview.
from where I would be learning all this, whatever you have mentioned.
First of all, for C++ and Java, if you just want the job, there's this guy called as Aman Thatarwal. You can, he has another channel called as Apni Kaksha. So you can actually go there and he has a complete playlist of C++ and Java that is taught by a guy that
Hmm.
is currently in Amazon. And so you can pretty much just
Hmm.
listen to what he's saying and what he's teaching, and just follow up and just do exactly what he's doing on your own laptop.
Is it
And
important in web development also data structure and algorithms are important?
Yeah, I mean data structure and algorithms are the most important thing that you will have to learn. Look, they won't ask like if you want to go into companies like Microsoft and Google and Amazon and all of those other companies that you keep hearing that they offer huge packages like 30, 40 lakhs. The thing that they do is that they ask you questions that have got nothing to do with web development.
Hmm.
Okay, they'll ask you tricky questions, and that you'll have to learn about like data structures and algorithms, and you'll have to code it out using C++ or Java.
Hmm.
Okay, so you use the playlists of that channel called as Apni Kaksha, or you can also do another thing. There are multiple courses by Free Code Camp. Free Code Camp is a free YouTube channel and a website, and from there you can learn about C++ and Java, and then what you'll have to do is that you can actually go into Geeks for Geeks and look up for some related content, related material for learning data structures and algorithms. Okay,
Hmm. Yeah.
and once you've done that,
That is fine na that I don't. That is fine na that I don't have computer science background.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Or is it necessary to have a BTech computer science background?
It's not a problem, I would say. Like you can still work at companies even if you do not have a BTech degree into computer science or
All right.
okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that is what I wanted to understand. And also, it will take a lot of time for you to understand these concepts. So at least it will take you like 6 months. At least it will take you to understand all of this stuff before you can be ready for facing these interviews.
Hmm.
Okay, so there are two things.
All
Like
right.
I am currently, I'm not preparing for interviews, so I'm not focusing on data
Hmm.
structure and algorithms because right now I'm focusing on making projects. And projects include web
Hmm.
development, projects include Android development. So that is what I'm building right now. I'm building websites and I'm learning about,
Hmm.
JavaScript and React and all. And when I will be preparing for them, I will actually switch to learning C++ and Java, which I already know. Then I would actually learn about data structures and algorithms. Then I would go to competitive websites, like HackerRank and CodeChef and others,
Hmm.
and there I would practice. There is another website called as Lead Code that you can use. So yeah, that is how you get a job as a developer without a degree.
Hmm. Hmm. All right.
You will also have to have some background of mathematics.
Mathematics background.
Yeah, I mean like you will have to know some amount of maths. Okay, that you will learn along the way when you're learning about data structures and algorithms. Okay.
Like permutation and combination.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Combinatorics.
yeah, yeah.
Because I was reading about that on Quora, so that is how I came to know about it.
Mm-hmm. But again, you'll have to put in a lot of hard work to get this. Okay, it's not some easy thing that anyone can do. That's why that money is offered to people because they actually have done the hard work and they actually understand what they're doing.
Hmm.
So if you are willing to do
All
that,
right.
only then you should go ahead and learn all of that.
Hmm.
And most of the material to learn is free. Okay, so you don't have to like spend a lot of money to get into master classes and tutorials.
Hmm.
So yeah, there are multiple channels on
And
by Indians who are in companies that all about competitive programming and all that you can figure out on YouTube. Just type competitive programming tutorial.
and the path which I was following already, like I was doing HTML5, CSS3, and then JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap 4, I was thinking of directly jumping into this. So what about that path?
I would say that if you do that, then you can only work into like startup companies. They don't really ask a lot of data structures and algorithms. They would just look at your profile and the projects that you've made, and they won't question much on that. But then you won't be earning as much as a person at Amazon or a person at Microsoft does.
All right.
Okay, they have like
But even
normal
that,
salaries that you can pretty
but
much
even
just
that is how to get placed now.
what.
But even that is how you get placed now, because if I don't understand anything in competitive programming, that it is then it doesn't make any sense at all pursuing that path, no?
You'll have to learn it, no? Then
But if I don't understand it at all, then there is no point in doing that, no?
obviously you'll have to try it, right? But if you don't understand it, then you can always just learn JavaScript and React, and then make projects, and then you can start doing freelancing. You know about freelancing, right? You can actually do freelancing as a developer.
Freelancing as a developer.
Yeah.
And how do we get projects then of developing websites and web apps?
Make your own projects.
I mean, from where do we get these projects then?
You just think of an idea. You can just think of an idea of, okay, I'll make start with some simple things, like I'll make this, like you can also do mockups of, let's just say, apple.com or amazon.com, Amazon and Flipkart. Okay, so you can just say that, okay, I'm going to make a replica of Flipkart. So you look at how Flipkart is designed, and then you try to copy some of that. And so that is how you get started with projects. And then you can also just think of something by your own. Okay, I'll make something like this, I'll make a game. And yeah, you just do that, network with a lot of people and learn from them.
And does GitHub profile work to get hired?
Of course. Yeah, you will make those projects, right? And then you will host them using GitHub.
Like, I was thinking that if having a portfolio website where you showcase your skills, developing a lot of projects by your own, does that work to get hired?
Yeah, it does. Of course, it does. I have my own portfolio website where I showcase my projects, and you will also have to make one when you will send, letters for people to see if they can hire you or not for interviews. You will send one your resume, and number two your portfolio
You
website.
live in Pilani, right?
No, I live in Goa.
You live in Goa?
Yeah.
I thought you were in BITS.
Yeah, I am in BITS. All right. So, what do you think? Will you be proceeding with JavaScript, or will you actually learn data structures and algorithms?
I'm thinking to try my hands on both, and then whatever would suit me, whatever I would think that this is something I want to do, I'm gonna do that.
All right. Yeah. Sure. Should definitely try a lot of things, because that is what I'm doing right now.
Because if I don't understand something, and if I don't find it interesting, then I'm not gonna put as much as efforts as much as it is required to put in order to bring the results and make the plan and execute the plan to bring the results. Now that is why.
Sure.
Can I text you whenever I get stuck somewhere?
You have to use this website called as Stack Overflow to, if you have any errors, you go to Stack Overflow and you search the same thing. Okay, like whatever error you're getting, it is possible that other people have also gotten the same error. So you can literally just go to Stack Overflow, type your, whatever error you're getting, and you will find the solution.
All right.
Okay, like because I'm also busy, right? So that's why. But you will definitely find the fix to your error. If you do not, then you can definitely message me and we'll sort it out. All right. So guys, that was it. I hope you learned something from this. You'll have to, there's actually two kinds of jobs that you can get if you want to, get hired in startups and all. You can actually just make your projects into web development or Android development, and then you can actually go to them and show them these projects, and they would probably consider you. But if you want to get hired as a software developer into big companies, they actually use something called as whiteboard tests, and they ask some puzzle kind of questions for which you'll have to learn about data structures and algorithms, and projects are good to have, but I would say you have to focus more on data structures and algorithms. That is what I have witnessed in my own experience. I hope this was helpful. If it was, you can actually sign up for a free call. The link is in the description, and I would be happy to help you guys out. Thank you so much for listening to this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.